Hey guys, there has been a new release of models by Qwen2.5, okay? These are the series of models. They have the Max and the V1. What we'll be looking at is the Max model, which is a general purpose language model, okay? So it generates videos and images, while the VL model is a vision language model. So it means that it can actually read images, okay? And it also has OCR, which is an amazing thing. So what we'll be looking at are the benchmarks. Now you will be looking at it and wondering what's happening. Okay, as you can see in the orange, this is the Max model, and it's leading in a lot of the benchmarks, which is amazing since it is also open source. Okay, and as you can see in the purple, we have DeepSeek v3, and we also have other models like GPT-4 and Claude Sonnet 3.5, which are amazing models, and also the Llama model. Here, as we are looking in the Arena HUD, this is the benchmark that assesses how well the responses align with human preferences. The Max model by Qwen leads in that actually, okay? And here, as you can see, this is for programming, okay? So it's nearly in the lead, yeah, but it loses out on Claude, okay? And the architecture it's using a mixture of experts architecture, and I'll explain a lot more on that, okay? Yeah, but the model was trained on 20 trillion tokens, which is a lot of information, okay? And the size of the model is a 325 billion parameter model, which is very huge model, guys. Mixture of experts. So essentially what this architecture is, it means that there are sub models in the model. So when you have the input, it will look at the expert or the model that is specifically needed for the task. For instance, there's one for programming and a lot more. Not all of the models will be activated at once, only the ones which are necessary for the task. All right, the advantage of it is that you won't really use so much computation, okay? So where are the models accessible? Okay, so these are the links, and we'll be looking at that right now. You can actually run it on Hugging Face on this link here. It will also be in the description, or you can run it on their own website. Now, this was an amazing thing which was made with the model, and I was really impressed with it. Okay, so this is what we are seeing here, and this is really advanced. Okay, this is really advanced, guys. And if you see also, the sizes of the balls are reducing depending on the distance relative with how we are looking at it, which is also a thing I've noticed, and it's really amazing with that. Since the model is having multimodal capabilities, okay, so what I went and do is I went and generate a few images, amazing ones, okay? So for the first one, it was a dog running, and as you can see, it's high quality, guys. I like the image. You can look at the lawn, like each individual, I don't know the word, looks in high definition. And then also for the dog, it looks exactly like a dog, which is amazing, and the fingers or the toes are the exact amount, which is nice. This one worked amazingly. So on the next one, I asked for people hiking in the mountains, and this was spot on. If you look at this, you think it's real life and it wasn't AI generated. The only thing I'd noticed here, which is hard for an average user that wouldn't really notice, is the hand over here. This hand here, it looks like a left hand. It's not a right hand. There's no way your hand would look like this. Yeah, but the rest of the image is spot on. I won't lie, spot on, guys. Okay. And next, I went and asked for an astronaut walking in the desert holding a large sword, okay? And it made it. All right. I have no issues with it at all. And one more thing is, it even has the reflection of the desert in the astronaut's helmet, okay, which is nice, which is very, very nice stuff. Okay, and then I went and asked for a humanoid sitting in a Japanese village surrounded by blossoms and a pond. Okay, so this is what we received. It's a nice image. Okay, this is a humanoid, which should actually be a robot which looks like a human. Okay, and I would assume it's that. Okay, and this is nice. The only thing about it is the fish are not in the water, which is a bit weird. Okay, which is a bit weird. Other than that, it made it amazing. You can even see in the sky, you can see the clouds exist also, which is nice. I have an issue here. The water which is right here isn't really supposed also to be there, but it's fine. The reflections though are amazing. If you look at the reflections, they match. Okay, they match. Like if you look at the humanoid right here and the reflection here, the building and also the flowers, that's spot on. That's great. I like this. I'm liking it so far. So for the last one, I went and asked zombies trying to break into a house through a barricaded window during the night. Okay, this is what I received. The image really isn't the best. It looks really animated, and I wanted an image which was a bit more real. Yeah, but this is amazing. Everything I was asking for is in the image. They also have another thing which is artifacts. Okay, so I went and asked for a futuristic SaaS landing page with a gradient purple and blue theme, bold the typography, and the hero section showcasing a dashboard UI. Okay, so it's right here. This is the website. Okay, so the dashboard UI isn't showing, which is another thing. Okay, it's not obviously having data and whatnot. Yeah, but this is amazing, spot on. So I went and asked it for the game Pac-Man. Okay, and it made it for me. Okay, so this was on Hugging Face. All right, as you can see here, this is a response, and I rectified it a little bit, as in I was asking it so it can debug, and I only used 3 attempts. Okay, which isn't much. Let me show you how it runs. Okay, so it's loading, and here we are. So the yellow is me there. Okay, and I'm eating. Okay, and the enemies are over there. The enemies aren't really adapting with where you move, which is another thing which should be looked at, but this so far is amazing. So next up, I went and asked for space shooters, and it made it for me using JavaScript. Okay, which was shocking. I was really shocked. I was thinking that it would maybe look for Python, but it made it in JavaScript. Okay, so it's right here. We can shoot. Okay, we can shoot. Oof, I already died. Okay, we can shoot and move. Also, we can move left, right, shoot the enemies. It's not having a score though. It's not having that, but at least it works. Okay, it shoots, you can move, and you can also restart when the enemy hits you. Okay, though we can have a few more improvements. This is nice. All right, the model also generates videos. Okay, and I was looking for a way of making videos with it, and there wasn't a way, So then I went on X and I found this user who had generated videos with it. Okay, you can look for him on X. All right, you look at the hands and the number of the fingers they each have. It's right. Okay, usually video generation has an issue with hands and fingers. This is where you would see that it was made by AI, but this one's good. Okay, and this is another one. Okay, this is amazing. It's because it also makes the sparks, which is a nice thing. A female warrior riding on a horse in a war zone. Okay, so it looks really realistic though, which is what I like. Her hair is moving how hair should move, and it looks exactly fine. It looks fine. The smoke is also in the air, the horse is fine, and nothing really shows that it's AI unless you look really hard. But this is a nice generation. Okay, this is another one which is nice. Opening the door. Okay, here I have an issue is because the knob isn't really moving down, its remaining weight is, so I don't know. Yeah, but the hand and the fingers are amazing. They are amazing. Nothing wrong with it. The painter, it looks real though. This one looks very real. I won't lie, it looks very real. You wouldn't really know that it's AI. Like, okay, where exactly would you look here? Where exactly would you look? It's because everything is exactly the same. Okay, this one here, okay, it looks like AI. This one looks like AI. This is an elephant, okay, and it looks a little bit animated. It is animated, though around it, behind it, the leaves and also the birds look extremely real. The water also looks real, yeah, but the elephant is animated. Well, if it was a little bit more real, and then it could be amazing. They also have an API, and they are using the OpenAI library, which is amazing. It means that we can read the documentation of OpenAI and we can use their API, okay, which is an amazing thing, guys. And if you need an API, you can register on this link on this website, okay, and then you can receive an API. Obviously, you need money for this, but this is how it works, guys. Alright guys, that is the end. Let me know if you had enjoyed the video and what more you wanna see, and if I should use the API. There is a lot more I have for this week, and let's see what happens. Make sure to follow, guys.